Hey Money Skills, it's Miss Knight. I had a couple of questions about the car buying project when you get to the insurance portion of the assignment. So the first thing I want to do is bring your attention to this first paragraph. If you aren't home with your parents or you don't know their insurance company, or simply if that website is not user-friendly, I'm going to make an edit here and just say you must visit a website of any insurance, like insurance comparison. There we go. So that you can compare a couple different quotes for the two cars that you choose, okay? So be sure that you read here that you are going to be pretending as if you are looking for insurance once you are out of college and in the working world around age 22. Alright, so make sure that when you put your birth date in, I'll show you when we get there. Anyways, here's some things that you're going to be looking for when you fill in some information on this really handy website that I found. So the first thing I want to do is show you the two comparisons cars that I will be looking up. And I'm going to use both mine and my husband's vehicles. A 2002 Toyota Avalon and a 2007 Honda CR-V. Okay, so once you know those two cars, I have linked a better website for you right here on Canvas. You'll just go to insurance rates and it should take you to thezebra.com. This is a fantastic website and I was able to go through it and plug in my numbers just a second ago. I did like a test run and I was able to get several quotes within just a few minutes. So you'll start just by putting your zip code in so it can find good quotes for your area. Go ahead and tell them that you are currently insured. If you are driving, I hope that you are insured. And then I want you to answer these questions based on where you think you'll see yourself at age 22. I did not own a home at 22, but I'm going to fill this out for me personally, where I am right now in my life. Remember, when you get to this point, if you want to act as if you are age 22, then you would just have to make your fake birth date in here, whatever year you would have to make it to be age 22. Okay, so for instance, if you are 18 right now, you're going to add 4 years, or subtract 4 years from your original birth date. Okay, so for most of you, I would say that you're going to be putting in the year 1997, 1998 to make you age 22. Alright, and then we are going to, I already went through and did this process, so I think it saved some of my information here. So I think I went through and looked at my Toyota Avalon, but this time I'm going to look at my Honda CR-V. And then you'll go through and just select some information here. Right now I own my car, it's paid for, but for your project you're going to say that you are leasing. And I also know that I use my car mainly just to get to work and back, but we like to go on road trips too. So you might want to choose something like this if you think that you get more mileage than the average person, and it tells you what that is. So I'm going to say I get a little bit beyond the average. Okay, and then I go in and select my information. Again, I want you to fill this out as if you are 22 years old, fresh out of college, technical school, whichever. Okay, and I know that all of you are going to have excellent credit score because you have gone through the Dave Ramsey curriculum. So all of you should put excellent credit. And whatever your anticipated level of education will be by the time you're 22. So for most of you all at 22, That'll be a bachelor's degree, or if you're choosing something else outside of a post-secondary 4-year degree, you would just hit high school diploma. And then if you've been driving since you were 16, you would just click 1 to 3 years. I'm actually curious about my accurate rate, so I'm going to keep going with my current information. And this is where you might need to know like who your parents' current insurance company is. Right now I have Travelers. If you really have no idea, well, you should have an insurance card in your car or wallet if you are driving, and that would tell you. If you really have no idea, just go with one that you're familiar with. Alright, and here's the fun part where you have to air out your dirty laundry if you've had any accidents, any tickets, or claims. So, I think I've told you all in class before, I've had 1 accident in the past 3 years. Kentucky's a no-fault state, so my 1 accident, it's going to be, it doesn't matter which one of these you choose, but I know that my accident was my fault, so choose whatever you feel like is most accurate. I've had a windshield break, like my glass cracked, so that counts as a claim. If you have hit a deer or a mailbox or had to get anything replaced where you involved your insurance and had to pay a deductible, you need to make sure it's included here. And luckily for me, all of my tickets were in my late teens, early 20s, so I have not had any tickets in the past 3 years that I have to include, which is really good. That can significantly help your rate. Alright, so here's where you would put your email address, and then click any discounts. If you think that you want to go into the military, I would encourage you to click on that. I have not clicked it, so I don't know if it's going to ask you to put in some personal information or anything, but it could be worth looking into as a discount possibility for your insurance rate. But here's what I know. I'm employed full-time. I can do an auto pay from my bank account, and I'm fine with paperless billing. And I honestly searched how to find car insurance rates easily, and this is what came up. And then, of course, I've already filled this out once, so it remembers that I have a spouse. No other drivers in my home. And then it's going to find the best rates for me in my area. So you're going to be doing this process with both vehicles. And really what I need to know for your actual project is just the rate. So the insurance cost. It'll tell you probably a monthly cost. Here we are. So this is saying for my 1 vehicle, the best coverage is going to be about $73 a month. And that really lines up. This is who I currently have, and that perfectly lines up with my monthly payment for the Honda that we own. But you can see that some other companies are more expensive. These are ever evolving numbers, but your best deal, go with the cheapest that you can find because you're getting the best coverage for the cheapest amount, and that's what you want. So you would just say for that vehicle, $73 per month. And if you really want to go above and beyond, multiply this number by 12 for 12 months in the year and tell me an annual cost, okay? So hopefully you're comparing like a really moderate car, like a very realistic option for you, as well as like your dream car. And so hopefully this will be enlightening for you to see how the nicer, newer cars and the insurance rates will greatly vary based on how nice and new the car is. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions. Just to give you a heads up for tomorrow, this information, I also tried to post some links to help you find some quick information, very easy websites to give you quick, accurate info. So hope that helps. Make sure that you are just doing attendance, bell ringer, and working on these little bullet points every day to get your project done by Friday. All right, take care everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.